And here, someone's put on this tie on the statue. Or is it it's a Halloween tie. Cool. Here's the clock again. Let's see if this lighting helps any, because you can see this one's 1:45 up there. And that one says 1:45. And that one says 1:45. And then this one actually has kind of I don't know if it's an entrance or just to keep cars from going up there, but this side is, oh, it's 6:30. Well, how about that? Shelton Clock Tower. Late and dark. Scary at night. Aside from the occasional other human being, nobody aboard. You can hear cars though, and then you can see them traveling along the main roads. Because even in Shelton, traffic doesn't stop just because it's late night. Here we are, we're coming up on the actual post office again. Wish I had one of those gyroscope things that I could hold my camera up with and get rid of my arm's whole shaky camness. But as long as it doesn't make you too sick, then that's okay. Let's hope. United States Post Office. I don't know if you can read that. I don't know how well the camera works. United States Post Office. Here we go. Ooh, moth. Oh yeah, you pull, duh. Once again, we don't have any functioning clocks here in Shelton. 6:20. Okay, gotta swap hands. Realized that I forgot my keys. Oh, that is just absolutely incredible. I cannot believe I did that. I walked all the way here to check my mail and forgot my keys. Oh, that is frustrating. Well, I'm going to have to continue my walk as normal. Sorry about that. Hadn't realized that I was an idiot. I thought I had put my keys in my pocket. Very frustrating. I'm going to have to go back after. So I'm just going to finish my walk as normal. And then I am going to come back and get my mail. Very frustrating. Hopefully I've aimed this so that I'm actually, showing my head and not just like the lower half of my head or just the upper half. So here we go, back out on the road. I got something in my eye. Web or something. Alrighty. I feel like such an idiot. Yay. There I is. Very, very frustrating. Oh well. Could be worse. It could be worse. So, what I had originally been going to do was, after I checked my mail, I was going to walk up and around into the upper part of Shelton where, well, shucks, I'm going to do that. Instead of doing my regular path, I am going to go up to Alder and then head downward. Check the battery status. I am still on 3 of 3 bars on my little battery symbol. So I'm going to take this walk up to Alder, and then I'm going to walk up Alder. Because, again, I'm sorry I was an idiot. I did not mean to forget to bring my keys. I feel so stupid right now. Which, I mean, I don't actually feel stupid. I feel dumb, and I am irate at myself. But it's just human. I mean, this is what we do. We forget stuff. And especially in my case, I really forget stuff. Hokey smokes, do I ever. Oh, there's the stream over there. Coming up on it. One day what I want to do is walk around Shelton and just, follow the streams as best you can. I mean, you can't, like right here, this goes through somebody's yard. There's their house, there's another house, and there's the stream. So, I mean, that's really cool. And it's over there, and it runs by the Dairy Queen. And in fact, the Dairy Queen runs, like, right next to the stream there. It's really cool. And then up we come through the middle of down here. Oh, that's a nice house. Sort of. I mean, they're tearing the stuff off the sides and re-siding it, but it's a nice looking thing. There's some nice looking houses here. It's like I wish I was in different circumstances. I would not mind having one of these houses, if I'd ever had money. Oh, wow. Well, you see, here's this one that runs through here. So back behind there, all blocked off so that no one but them can enjoy it, is the stream. Here's part of it. They're lucky. It goes through their yard. Gotta be careful. The sidewalks through here suck. I mean, this is suddenly the huge angle, and there's a tree here. It's like if you're not expecting that, you're gonna fall flat on your face. It all leads up to that huge tree. I mean, that's a monster tree. It's beautiful. I mean, that is just absolutely humongous. I hope that it lives forever. I love trees. Oh, it must be on alder. Or, no. This one's pine, but it dead ends. So I'm going to have to go over one and then up one. There's a big building over there. Could be the courthouse. Could be juvie. Could be anything. I can't remember. I'll have to get closer. Ugh, bloody spider webs. Now they got their stream on this side too. I'm not sure where it is. Oh, there we go. And these are nice. Lucky people. Sometimes wish I had money. And I've only had a short period of time in my life when I had money, and even that was not having money. I was married to my wife, and we were making about $70,000-$80,000 a year for about a year and a half. And then she could no longer work, and then after that I was out, and then, well, we were both on disability. And then she died, and now I'm on disability. Trying to do what I can, seeing what I can do to monetize as much YouTube stuff as I can, just so I can survive. Because let me tell you, ever since they went and got rid of medical dispensaries, and so that you had to go retail recreational pricing for cannabis with its 33% sin tax added on top of it. Here we are, Alder. Okay, I've been 10 minutes, 43 seconds, and I'm in the center of the road here, so I'm going to call this file and be right back. So I will be right back. And I'm back. Turned it off and instantly turned it back on. Well, not off and on. Stopped recording, started recording. Let's see. Oh, I do want to stay on this side. If you go up that hill over here, this is the side that actually has the sidewalk on it. So I'd best stick to the sidewalk. Oh, it feels so good to walk. My legs may get tired from walking, but that's a good, I've used my muscles, now they're sore and tired from use feeling, and not a aching and sore and just driving me crazy with that near anxiety feelings because, hey, I can't go exercise. And with my nerve damage in my legs and my back, they need to be used. Yeah, what I saw before was juvie, and this is the courthouse. Main courthouse. It's a big, squat, ugly building. With, of course, metal detectors and extra cops at the doors. You know, because Lord knows terrorism, 9/11, brown people. Back in the 70s and 80s, when they used SWAT teams the way they were supposed to, there were about, 2,000 or 3,000 SWAT breakouts per year. And they brought those out when, last resort. We're at the point now where they bring in the SWAT as just a beginning thing. They have about 60 to 70,000 SWAT raids per year. Just on places like barbershops, where the SWAT teams will actually go in, guns raised, putting everyone onto the floor, just to check and see if their barber licenses are, up to date and current. Now, do they do this in white barbershops? Oh, no. They do that in black neighborhoods with the guns, enforcing people down. But still, there's the difference. Special weapons and tactics was used for special cases, as it's supposed to. It was not called out as first response to anything. That's why it sucks so bad. And there might be more people out here. I need to bring my voice quieter so I'm not too much like a lunatic. No matter how much impassioned I may feel about a particular subject. That's going to be such a hill to go up. And I do have that other death hill. I'll tell you what, instead of taking this one up into town that way, what I'm going to do is take the longer walk up through the left-hand side of town up to home. Instead of going up that way, I still have 2 bars on the battery thing, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take Cota or Railroad down to First, and I'm going to take First all the way up and then come around. Or at least that's the plan. Hard to say what'll happen, because after all, I just was taking a step here and all of a sudden there was some gas movement in my bowels. And it just, I just heard a little grumble bumble. Felt things shift around inside my tummy. And uh-oh, so who knows? Need to be careful. Late at night. And people coming. So, I'll see you all later. And now I'm a couple blocks past, and I know what I look like now as I walk through town, like this with my camera, because the person that I just was polite enough to stop recording as I went by was doing approximately what I'm doing, talking into some device in his hand, much more loudly and with more enthusiasm, because he's recording himself as he walks, whereas I'm recording the world as I walk. If I had some way to do both, that would be different, but I don't, sadly. Be cool if, I had two cameras, one facing me, one facing the rest of the world, and then I could just, put the face cam on the walk for up in the corner. Of course, that would be a nightmare, trying to sync the two sound files together, since any bobble or pause in the one will not be echoed in the other. And so as time goes on, you'll have further desyncing as time goes on. It's just the nature of the beast. I'd either have to mute the volume on one of them and just have the single volume, or, it's hard to say. It's a mental exercise anyway. I'm never going to get a second camera to do face camming while I'm walking. Loud car. Not so much that it's a loud car, it's just such a terrible microphone that, it's not recording well. Bloody lower plate just keeps floating right off my teeth. My gums, and then just sort of floats in my mouth so that it's in the way. And for whatever reason, I am just filled with massive amounts of extra saliva, and so they're just rising up and floating all the time. It's very annoying. Oh, my arm is getting pretty tired. Oh, those birds are... Can you hear that? I wonder if those are... I don't know if you can hear a bat. I gotta swap hands. My right hand is just way too cold, being held up in the air like this, in that cramped position. Which I'll show you in a moment what I have to do. Just have to... I have the lens cover cord wrapped in such a way that it loops around the loop that goes around my wrist so that it holds it tight instead of just being loose and floppy. Okay, let me put the flashlight in such a way that you can hopefully see, but I'm having to hold my hands like a bloody thing. Come on, light. So freaking annoying. I have to hold my hand like this. In this position, in my hand is a claw, and then put the camera so that I'm holding the two bottom halves and then the back half like that. And I just hold my hand in that position. I've been keeping it like this the entire walk so far. My hand is very tired, very sore, very cold. So it's time for the right hand to do the job while I put my left hand in my pocket where it can warm up a little Ooh, purr. I wouldn't mind warmer nights. Slightly warmer. But, you know, it's got to be cold. But it'll stop being cold. And then it'll get really cold. The fellow that successfully predicted global climate change in the first place, it is of his decision that we crossed the tipping point well before the 400 parts per million that we just passed, and that, you know, in just less than 100 years, the ice from both caps is going to stretch down so far that it'll be just a thin band of warm around the equator, where the last survivors of the human race try to eke out the rest of our species' survival. I don't think that we'll ever be able to be fully wiped out unless we manage to wipe out the whole planet. We are tenacious little buggers. And you know, someone will probably live somewhere. Human culture will never be the same. You know, we will evolve in ways that are, and I don't mean physically, our bodies will not change massively. You know, the minute that we started altering the environment to fit our needs instead of our bodies altering to fit the environment over time, we stopped changing, we stopped evolving. And we just adapted the environment to fit us instead of the other way around. Which is life, it happens. That's what has happened. I mean, that's the way life is. Ah, the death hill. I know I said I was going to take the other one, but, you know, I'm not sure. I'm so bummed out by my keys being forgotten. And then I'm going to have to go out again, down to the post office, but, you know, walking is good. It's a good thing. Ugh. Oh, and the light up at the top is down. It's just a bare orange glow. Maybe it'll come back, hard to say. I'm just going to walk. In fact, you know what? Rather than just bore everyone as I go up the hill and don't say a thing, I'm going to turn this on after I get out. Or I mean after I get to the top. So I'll see you all there. Take care.